Not positive results, but for me, the most important thing, I'll keep on saying this, if the guys are giving a good performance, it's just a matter of time. It's like in the first rounds of the games, I think we gave good performances in 3 games against Nkwazi, Red Arrows and Rumwana, but we picked up after the 3rd game. So we are expecting to do that even in tomorrow's game.
I think the morale in camp is okay. Despite the results that we had in the previous 2 games, I think the morale is okay. We are ready for tomorrow's game. We are definitely ready for tomorrow's game.
A very good question indeed. As you have put it, it's very difficult because it's not easy. Of course, we don't have the best facilities in Zambia. Maybe only a few, like our home ground, Nkoloma, Arthur Davis, a few to mention. So it's not easy because I believe, yes, as much as you can have plan A, plan B, plan C, most of the time you have to plan with your biggest strength. So it's not going to be easy, but every team is going to play in this situation. So we just have to be ready for anything.
According to the way we play our game, our philosophy is a passing game. I think this rainy season it's not easy to play under these conditions, but we just have to adjust because there's nothing we can do. We just have to adjust and go to plan B. So I think we can be able to manage to play in these rainy seasons because we need to adjust. There's nothing else we can do but just adjust and go and play our game.
Like you have put it, similar like the Buttcon game, everyone was expecting us to beat Buttcon, but football, I think they are in this league because they end it. So always people will think like that, but the most important thing is not to underrate. And of course, this one, it might be different because we are at home, and hopefully if the rains don't come, I think we are very optimistic. We are going to carry the day. I think it's lack of consistency on the part of the teams. But like you have put it again, it's competitive because you don't know who can beat who. So it's for us, it's one thing which gives us motivation because we know we are not on a better position right now, but just a week or 2 weeks we are 4th. So it gives us the motivation that if we just get a win, we'll find ourselves in a good position. We're going to treat every game as a cup final, and it's very difficult to underrate Chambishi because I think they have beaten Nkana, they have beaten more especially Green Eagles at home, which most of the teams fail to do. So it means Chambishi is not a pushover. Obviously, when they play matches, maybe they make mistakes because in terms of scoring, I think they are doing well. Even when they have lost some games, I think they have scored a lot of goals. So it's not a pushover team, and I think it's going to be a tight match, but we are going to treat each opponent like it's a cup final. I think it's for us, it's kind of mixed feelings. I'm saying so because, yeah, so far I think so good or not so good because I think we had a very good run, and then the games which we have lost, especially the last 2 games, the Buttcon game was a tough game, and I can tell you that in this game, Buttcon created chances, we created chances, it could have gone either way. But obviously not happy with the last 2 games against Zanaco and Buffaloes because those are the games we dominated. The Butcom game, it was a 50-50. That's why we would take a draw away from home. But the Zanaco game and Buffalo's game, I think the dominance and the chances created, I think with balance of play, we could have won those matches. So it wasn't a good feeling losing those two games. But I think kudos should go again to the players, because the way we want to play, I think we are doing that and we are creating chances. So on the bad side, I think it's the last two games we have allowed two goals in each game, which is not good for us, because I think the project we started last season in Division 1, I think the foundation has been obviously not to allow too many goals. So the last two games have been bad for us because we have made silly mistakes, but we are trying to work on that, and hopefully come tomorrow we won't concede.
Thank you very much for the question. I think the question you asked about our mentality as a team, I think as a team, as players, you don't have to take each and everything that people say on social media. So I think as a team, we've discussed about that. We've talked as a team, and we've talked as a team on how to take the next coming games. I think mentally we are strong, because we're not taking what people are saying on social media. You can take some, but not taking everything. So I think we are stronger mentality as a team.
Like I have said before, it's a very big concern. But to be worried, then it means you are not going to do your job. And for the technical team and as a team, that's why we go for training. We are going to make sure this problem will be sorted out. The most important thing is to win games, obviously to score, but it's football, it's a project and it's work in progress. So for us, yes, it's a concern, because the chances created and the number of goals we have scored, I think, are not tallying. So hopefully by the start of in fact by tomorrow, you should score a lot of goals, and in the coming games. So I'll come back to you. If it's the tactics, I think you also give me an answer, because if you are creating chances, make good chances, which even yourself you can score. So how do tactics come in? Because we are creating. So that's why we are saying it's a concern. The worst thing for a team is not to create. You are not playing okay, and then you are not creating chances. But if you are dominant in most of the games and you are creating clear-cut chances, the only thing you have to worry is, how are we going to solve this problem of scoring? And that's what exactly we are doing. So I think before I said about the defense, because we are a team which doesn't allow many goals. So that's why I've talked about the concern of the last two games allowing 4 goals, because we are a team which don't do that. Thank you.
I think just like these people in the background are saying, we played that game we played against Zanaco, it was home away from home. I think when you look at the record from Hero Stadium, we are winning games from there. I think we've talked about it with the guys. So I'm hoping and thinking and saying that tomorrow we're going to carry the day, because we're back to Heroes, where we beat teams from there. So I think tomorrow we're carrying the day.
He's away with the national team. Long-term injuries. Simon still recovering, but training with the team. The same with Bernard. Dan Slavwe, I think that. And Rodwell Mpanya, the goalkeeper.